In this video, we'll be taking a look at 7 different chart analyses to help you get prepared for the week ahead. If you love the content, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you're interested in learning trade forex like a professional, check out our complete forex trading course on Udemy. I have the link attached in the description below. So we'll be taking a look at gold, US30, Nasdaq, USD-JPY, EUR-USD, USD-CAD, and crude oil. So these are pretty interesting charts we'll be taking a look at today. I'm going to try as much as possible to go as fast as I can, going straight to the point. And lastly, our community challenge is still on. If you're interested in, participating in that challenge to stand a chance to win either $100, $40, or $60, use the link in the description below to join our Discord community, where you're going to get all the information you need to participate in this challenge. So the challenge is going to end on Friday. So this week Friday, that's when we're going to end the challenge, and then we're going to come up with our winners. All the information you need can be found in our Discord community. So please use the link in the description below to join that. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is a go chart on 2 hours time frame. Not going to spend much time on this. Last week we talked about the possibility of price breaking out from this descending channel. So we had a massive breakout and we had a move to the upside. First take profit target was placed around these price levels, and the second target was placed around these highs, and price got to those price levels, right? So right now we seem to be having some sort of pullback as a result of NFP that occurred on Friday, right? So between Thursday and Friday, we had some statistics from the US which led to the decline on gold and across all the major, indexes around the US. So talking about Nasdaq, US30, and US500. So right now, to go short, I'm going to be waiting for price to consolidate a little around this trend line, followed by a bearish breakout to go short. So my target will be straight at this price level. So this support level will be my target for a bearish case scenario. And for a bullish case scenario, I'm simply going to wait for price to consolidate around these price levels. So probably come down, come up, maybe touching the resistance level again, coming down, and then giving us that final push to the upside breakout. So in essence, I'm going to go long when we take out this area of resistance. So we take an area of resistance, stop loss is going to be below the consolidation, at least of the breakout. It may not look exactly like this, but I'm sure we're going to get some sort of consolidation before we take out this resistance level for price to go for price of gold to go into price discovery. So my take profit, I'm going to adjust. I'm going to trail my position as we go higher, because there's going to be new territories for gold if we do get a bullish breakout to the upside. So this is briefly my bullish and bearish case scenario for gold. I don't think there's anything much to see here, but I'm leaning towards the bullish case scenario rather than the bearish case scenario because of the current fundamental sentiment around the United States right now on the economy. So I think it's plausible to think that we are likely going to head higher because investors tend to see gold as a store of value. So something else to pay attention to is taking these highs. So if you take a look at these highs, this tends to align perfectly well. So we have one rejection here, we have another one here, and we have another one here. So just in case, we get that move to the upside, so we get a consolidation, right, and we get that bullish breakout, pay attention to this trend line, because this could possibly see price being rejected, coming back down. So this is something to pay attention to. So I just thought I'd talk about this just in case it happens to play out like this when the market opens, right? So there's a good chance this trend line turns out to be insignificant, but I don't want to leave any stone unturned. So that's why I'm bringing this to your attention, just in case you are intending to go long. So we may also see price, okay, just gonna get rid of this and zoom in a little. So we may see price consolidating around this price level, for example, and giving us a breakout around this price level. So let's say we get our breakout around these price levels and you tend to go in a little early. So I'm going to get rid of this and get rid of this. So by the time price gets to this trend line, you should probably, so your entry is going to be around this breakout, right? So by the time you get into your trade, your long position, you should probably adjust your stop loss to entry when price hits this trend line, just in case we're going to get a reversal, right? So there's a good chance we'll also blow past these highs, but this is something to watch out for if you will be trading gold this week. So I just thought I'd bring that to your attention, right? So moving on, we're going to be talking about US30 briefly. US30 has been an uptrend, as you can see on the chart, but we tend to have, seen a bearish breakout to the downside over the last few days, following the NFP release on Friday, right? So right now we've put in a lower low, so price has been making higher highs, higher lows, and all that. But right now we've tend to put in a significant lower low, taking out this area of support. So I'm only bearish from now. I don't see any reason why anyone wants to go long, except something happens in the market. So to go short, I'm simply going to wait for two things. One, a good retest. Okay, this is one possibility, a good retest, followed by a reversal for me to look for my position to go low. So if we get a retest, get a reversal, then my entry is probably going to be at the break of the next low. So possibly around these price levels. Stop loss is going to be above the consolidation that leads to the breakout. And take profit target. First one is going to be around this price level. Second one is going to be around this price level. And last one, I'm going to aim for this bigger support level over here. So this I'm going to trade US30. So it may not play out exactly like this. So yes, another case study for you to watch out for. So we may likely not get a retest. I don't know what you consider as a retest. So market could open and you see price just coming all the way up here and going down. I would not classify that as a solid retest in my opinion. But the second option will be waiting for a consolidation around its price levels. Okay, bearish continuation pattern followed by a bearish breakout. So if this happens, my stop loss is my entry, excuse me, is going to be at a breakout from the consolidation. Stop loss is going to be above the consolidation, at least to the breakout. And my take profit target remains the same, just as I've outlined on the chart, right? So this I'm going to trade US30. This is what I'm watching out for. I'm not thinking about going long right now because I don't see any reason to, considering the fact that we just took out this significant area of support and also this trend line, that held the price all the way to these price levels. So for now, I'm simply going to be bearish, and those two case scenarios what I'll be watching out for to go short. One, a retest followed by a reversal as confirmation. Secondly, is going to be waiting for a bearish continuation pattern to go short. So that's it briefly for Nasdaq. Something else to pay attention to is that we are being oversold right now, so which gives us an excuse or a reason to wait for that consolidation before we continue to move to the downside, right? So that's it briefly for US30. Moving on, we're talking about Nasdaq briefly. Similar to what we have on US30, just that we're currently trading around a significant area of support. So this is a daily time frame, as you can see on my charts. You can see taking this trend line, we have 1, 2, so 2 good touches. So I think there's a good chance we come in for the third, right? There's a good chance we touch this place before we start grinding upwards or possibly break lower. But I think we are going to remain bullish for now, right? That's when we touch this trend line, of course. But when that time comes, we're going to review the chart once more. So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to see what's happening down here at this support level, to see how I can spot out good trade opportunities for the week ahead. So going on to the 4 hours time frame, let's start from this price levels. This time frame, excuse me. We can see price is currently being traded around a significant area of support, and if this support refuses to hold, then I think we're going to see lower price targets for Nasdaq, right? So I'm simply going to wait for a consolidation, desired trade, consolidation, and a bearish breakout to go short. So this is going to be our confirmation of a short position. So I'm going to go short when we take out the support level. Stop loss is going to be above the consolidation, at least to the breakout, and targets, as you know, would be around this trend line over here. So mind you, I may be wrong because I've been wrong so many times. So this doesn't mean my analysis is going to play out exactly as I expect. Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I get it right, but these are just my opinion. Do your own research and find out what works for you based on your trading strategy and your risk management. But from what we can see on the chart, these are the most likely scenario to go short. So meanwhile, the consolidation may not happen like this. It may happen like this. So we may get a bounce to the upside, possibly a move to the upside like this, then before we go down. So however or whichever way it happens, I'm still going to wait for that consolidation, bearish breakout confirmation. So it could be like this, right? So it could be in form of something like this, right? then before we get that breakout to the downside. So however way it happens, I'm going to go short, and my target is going to be around these price levels, and my stop loss as usual is going to be placed above the consolidation that leads to the breakout. So that's it briefly for Nasdaq. I wouldn't be going long right now, even if we did or we do get a bounce from this area of support. So even if we get something like this, for example, coming up, I wouldn't be going long, because that move may easily or can easily be short-lived, because you can see the current trend suggests that. So the current short-term trend, let me rephrase, the current short-term trend taking the price from these highs down to the current lows, you can see price is making lower highs and lower lows. So there's a good chance we see price going downwards. So it's best to be on the side of the market that supports the trend instead of counter trading the trend. So if we were talking about these price levels over here, right? So I mean over here, then we would have been talking about a possibility of a buy trade opportunity, because over here, taking a look at this price level over here, this is a short-term bullish trend, and we trade in line with that trend. So right now seems bearish, so we're going to wait for a bearish case scenario to play out before we go short, and that could be either waiting for price to go up a little before falling down, or consolidating around the support level and giving us that bearish breakout. So that's it briefly for Nasdaq. Moving on, we're going to talk about USD-JPY. Everything seems bearish right now. USD-JPY again looks bearish, currently being extremely oversold, and that's why I think we're going to wait for some sort of consolidation, right? Some sort of consolidation followed by a bearish breakout to go short. So this, one of the reasons why the JPY is being strengthened right now, or seems strong right now, is because the Bank of Japan just increased their interest rate from 0 to 0.25. So this is the first time there's been an increase in interest rate for over 30 years in Japan. So that's the reason why we are going to be expecting some really, bullish momentum for the JPY, which will tend to, bring the price of US-JPY down. So I expect more bullish momentum on US-JPY. So whether we get a good entry to go short or not, that remains for the markets to decide. But strategy remains waiting for a consolidation, which signals a bearish continuation pattern followed by a bearish breakout to go short. So meanwhile, this is a daily time frame, so I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to see if we can spot out good trade opportunities for the week ahead. So this is the 4 hours time frame, excuse me. So 4 hours time frame right now, we are currently trading around a support level, I think. Yeah, so there's a good support level. If you take this like this, yeah, so we're currently trading around a support level, and price being oversold on the daily time frame means there's a good chance we see some sort of consolidation over here, right? So the consolidation could go as high as touching this area of value, coming down, big swings before going short, or it could be as small as waiting for price movement like this and then a bearish breakout. So either way, we're going to wait for some sort of consolidation. I'm going to be watching out for that consolidation on the 1 hour time frame if I was going to be trading USD-JPY, because this is really volatile right now. Okay, so I wouldn't be trading this on the 4 hours time frame to pick my entries. I'm only using the 4 hours time frame so you can clearly see my chart, and so no blind spot is left behind, right? So I'm going to be waiting for a consolidation followed by bearish breakout to go short. Entry is going to be around the breakout. Stop loss is going to be above the consolidation that leads to the breakout. And first take profit target is going to be around its lows. Second one is going to be around its lows. Third one, you guessed it, is going to be around this area of support, as we could see on the daily time frame. I wouldn't be going long on USD-JPY right now, even though the trend has been bullish all along, right? So this massive movement we just saw, breaking this trend line, signifies there's a good chance we may be gearing for a change in trend, right? Coupled with the fact that we just took out this area of resistance, which we anticipated would probably turn to a support level, but we took that out like knife cutting through butter. We took out this trend line. Now we find ourselves at a significant area of support. So to reiterate, wait for a consolidation over here followed by a bearish breakout to go short, or we would possibly see a move to the upside, big swings before we go short. So either way, watch out for these consolidations and watch out for bearish breakouts in order for you to get good trade entries and better, stop loss price ranges. So that's it briefly for USD-JPY. Moving on, we'll be talking about EUR-USD. So briefly, we've been taking a look at this for a while, so I just wanted to review this chart. So one of the reasons why we saw this nasty move to the upside was because of the bearish sentiment that arose as a result of the NFP we had on Friday from the United States. So bearish USD means bullish for EUR-USD. So that's the reason why I think we may be getting ready for a bullish breakout on EUR-USD as anticipated over the last few weeks. So that will mean waiting for a consolidation around this price level. It may be small, then followed by a bullish breakout. So if this happens, that can be your confirmation to go long. Meanwhile, we have a small area of resistance over here, right? So small area of resistance over here, and you want this breakout to take out this trend line and this resistance level for you to go long. So that will give you a better confirmation for a better trade entry. So entry could be around these highs. So your confirmation of the breakout, first take profit target could be around these price levels, and second take profit target could be around these price levels, while stop loss will be below the consolidation that leads to the breakout. Mind you, this is a daily time frame. You want to be watching out for this on the lower time frame. So I'm going to go down to the 4 hours time frame so we can see how this looks, right? So 4 hours time frame doesn't look too bad. Trend line intact, area of resistance intact. When you get the consolidation over here that takes out this trend line, so this sloping bearish trend line, and also this resistance level, that will be your confirmation to go long if this happens this week. Take profit target remains the same, while stop loss remains the same, placing it below the consolidation that leads to the breakout. So this is how I'm going to trade areas briefly. I don't see any reason to be bearish right now. So we're only being bullish if the symmetrical triangle is broken to the upside. If we get a bullish breakout from the symmetrical triangle, and we tend to turn bearish if there's a bearish breakout from the symmetrical triangle, which may take some time. So I think there's a good chance we see that bullish breakout rather than a bearish breakout. So eventually the long wait may be coming to an end for EUR-USD for those who will be trading this currency pair. Moving on, we're talking about USD-CAD. Very interesting chart. I've been following this one for years. Just the fact that I won't be trading currency pairs right now is the only thing stopping me from trading USD-CAD. If not, this would have been a very sweet chart and a sweet trade if we do get a breakout from this area of resistance. You can see we've been trading within a range for the past 9 years, I think. Yeah, so for the past 10 years, so since 2014. So yeah, since 2014, so early 2015, so approximately 10 years. Since it's 2024 now, we've had price trade within this range, right? And for the past for the past 2 years, we've been trading within this range. So this range is within a larger range, which is the macro range, right? And before that, we had a bullish move to the upside. So we had a bullish move and we had price consolidating or trading within this range. So right now it feels like we are getting ready to break out this resistance level, and when we do, I think the next logical target will be around this area of resistance. So going down to the lower time frame to see if we can spot out good trade opportunities for the week ahead. That's if we do get our breakouts. We can see we are clearly trading around this area of resistance. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, in fact 4 rejections. 5th time could be a charm, and we may just likely see that breakout. So I'm going to wait for a good consolidation at this price level, which may not happen, and then a bullish breakout. So if the consolidation happens, then that will give you a better confirmation at a better price levels to set your stop loss. Entry is going to be around the breakout, stop loss is going to be below the consolidation at least of the breakout, and you can just ride this trade as we go higher. Remember guys, this is just my opinion on the market. I may be wrong, the market may not play out as I expect, but these are the most likely scenario to watch out for when trading this currency pair as well, that's been analyzed on the charts, right? So bearish case scenario, we always check out the bearish case scenario, because since we're stuck in a range, so price could go either ways. So we could see a rejection coming all the way down to this trend line, and you want to see a proper breakout from this trend line to go short. So if this happens, then going short will be waiting for price to take out this trend line. Stop loss is going to be above the consolidation and leads to the breakout. Take profit target, first one could be around this price level, support level. Second one could be around this price levels, and third one could be around this area of support. So this could take a while to play out for the bearish case scenario, right? So that's why I wanted to talk about this chart, because of the bullish case scenario, which may or may not play out this week, right? So remember, these are my opinions on the market. I may be wrong, I may be right. It's good for you to do your own research and apply your own strict risk management when trading these assets, because trading can be risky. You can eventually lose all your money. You know that. Lastly, we're going to talk about crude oil. So crude oil, real quick, we've been following this one for weeks, and we talked about the possibility of price coming back to this trend line, which is the base of the symmetrical triangle, and price seemed to be trading around these price levels. Unfortunately, the way price went down, I know it must have been so difficult to get trade entries, you know, when trading these assets. So right now we've taken out this area of this support level, so the support level of this symmetrical triangle, which is this line over here, and it feels like we're going to be going lower, but I don't want you to be happy just yet, because we just bounced off of this area of support. So I'm going to call this an area of support, which saw this rejection to the upside. So there's a good chance we eventually go up, right, and get a bullish breaker from this symmetrical triangle. So that's why I told you not to be happy just yet. Mind you, this is a 4 hours chart. So for us to get a confirmation of a bearish trade, or for a bearish trade, you want a proper breakout, right? Which would mean waiting for price to consolidate. Yes, consolidation, and then a bearish breakout. So the reason why I wait for these confirmations, these consolidations before breakouts, is that they give us a better sort of confirmation for our trade entry. They give us better trade entry, and they also help us, you know, get the best possible risk to reward ratio in terms of areas to place our stop loss. So if this happens, your entry could easily be below the breakout. Stop loss could easily be above the consolidation, at least of the breakout. Take profit target just simply at its lows, and if it goes below, you can trade the rest of the positions as we go lower. So this is my bearish case scenario for crude oil right now. For now, I do not have a bullish case scenario, because price is currently trading below the support level of the symmetrical triangle. Don't mistake that for this support level. So I'm talking about this one. So the trend line from underneath the symmetrical triangle is the support level of the symmetrical triangle, while this one is the resistance level of the symmetrical triangle, because this entire structure here is known as the symmetrical triangle. I believe you know that trading 101. So when we get a consolidation and a bearish breaker from this support level, that should be your confirmation to go short. So this is it briefly for this week's analysis. I hope I didn't take much of your time, and I tried to go as fast as I could, covering everything I had to cover. Just a quick reminder, if you're interested in joining our community challenge for a chance to win, you know, part of $200 reward, join our Discord community using the link in our description below. You get all the information you need in our Discord. You can get to ask all your questions. What are you going to be trading this week? Leave your comments, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you'll be trading this week. And lastly, if you're interested in learning trade forex like a professional, check out our complete forex trading course on Udemy. I have the link attached in the description below. So that's it from me, guys. See you next week.